Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God. Hey, I'm Caleb, and I want you to check out my Bible. Inside, you'll find the most powerful thing on earth. And I'm not talking about digital processing power. I'm talking about the words of the God who created the entire universe. He inspired dozens of people over hundreds of years to write down these words for us. As you listen to God's words, they take root in your head and in your heart, and they can give you God's very own power to do the right thing, even when it's tough. That's true self-control. And I've got 5 stories to show you what it can look like. There we go. We're going to start off in the book of Luke. Here, an entire crowd has just heard the voice of God declare about Jesus, "This is my son, and I love him. I am very pleased with him." But straight from that high point, God's Spirit leads Jesus to the desert, where for 40 days, he doesn't eat a single bite of food. So when God's enemy, the devil, shows up with a tempting offer of fresh bread, Jesus is probably desperate for a snack. But instead of giving in, he turns to some powerful wisdom, something that we can use too. Let's head back to the Old Testament for some wise words about self-control. King Solomon, one of the wisest men to ever live, collected some of his sayings in the book of Proverbs, like this one. A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through. Without self-control, you'll act on those first thoughts that streak into your brain, and that's sure to launch trouble. Now let's check out a story about Solomon's dad, David. Here, God has chosen David as the next king, but the current king, Saul, is jealous and has even tried to kill David. David and his followers are on the run, and with Saul close behind, they hide out in a cave. That's when Saul needs a porta-john and decides to use the very same cave. Now, David's got a golden opportunity to get revenge or hold his temper. Let's check out some more wisdom from Solomon in Proverbs. Here, we discover another key to self-control. The words of thoughtless people cut like swords, but the tongue of wise people brings healing. Every single word you speak has the power to heal or to destroy. So controlling what comes out of your mouth couldn't be more important. Let's stay right here in the book of Proverbs as we wrap up. Solomon offers yet another amazing word picture. If you find honey, eat just enough. If you eat too much of it, you will throw up. Bottom line, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Keeping a tight rein on what we say and do is tough, but with God's help, it is possible. That's true self-control. And I can't wait to see how it shows up in you and me.